All right, welcome in. We're going to start today on our back. Give the knees a little hug in. And just be still in the center for a moment. Let your back kind of line up and press down into the mat. Feel the body as you breathe. Pressing a little deeper. Sinking toward the earth. Let the shoulders be heavy and sink in as well. And then just a slow rock side to side. And just feeling the difference in the back as you move. Let the legs extend up to the ceiling. We'll flex the feet. Spread the toes. Let your arms fall to your side. And then point and flex through the feet. Just slowly feeling out those muscles, kind of waking up. And we'll take the knees in and we're going to open them a little wider than the rib cage. Again, we're just going to hold the legs in. So give a little squeeze, hold for a couple of breaths. Notice if the shoulders have tense, let them soften. Kind of letting the stretch get into the hips. And then we'll open up the feet to the ceiling, keeping the knees bent. You can take a hold behind your thighs there. Keep pulling thighs toward the ground as you rock side to side. And then extending the legs there. So try to keep the legs open, the knees wide. Just feel that bit of deeper stretch. And flex and point the toes here. Good. Let's bring the knees together and we'll give ourselves a little rock all the way up to seated. Taking the feet to a cobbler's pose. You can take the ankles and you're just going to squeeze the knees up into the sides of the arms and then press the arms back into the legs. So everything's kind of active there. And then relax the knees down and press them down toward the mat, just using the muscles in the hips. Push down. And then press up into the arms, press the arms into the legs. Good. Press the knees toward the mat. And then relax the legs and give yourself some little circles there. And back the other way. Good. Coming into the center, we'll just stretch the legs out in front of us. Sit up nice and tall. Now we're going to take a cactus arm. Palms are wide. I'm going to bring my shoulder blades toward each other. And then take a stretch up. Reach the fingertips tall as you can to touch. And then bring it back down into a cactus. Lift and touch. And down to that cactus. Good. Let's take the left knee. We're going to step that foot outside our right thigh. Reach the left arm up. And then cactus out to the left with a twist. So instead of bringing that hand down, hold on to that right leg. Left arm to cactus. Good. Back into the center, reach tall. Right hand comes behind right hip. And we'll lift onto that foot. So you're in a little reach that left arm over the head. Good. Bring it down. And we'll turn forward again, face the leg. Give yourself a little fold out. Maybe a little pulse there, just warming through the hamstrings. Head into the center, reaching tall. And into a cactus. And tall. Cactus. Hands down, right knee bends. I'm going to step that foot outside my left leg. Good. I reach my right arm up. Just take the left hand onto the leg. And then keep all that length in the upper body as you turn to open, taking cactus to the right. Good. Bring that hand other way, left hand behind the hip. Reach that right arm long. And we're stepping into that right foot, finding our way into the side plank with a big reach of the right arm over the head. Feel that right side really stretch toward the ceiling. Good. Let yourself down. And come to the center. Stretch the legs forward. Reach tall. And a forward fold. Let the back be soft here. Not forcing it. Good. Let's take the hands back and behind us, fingertips facing forward. And we'll step the feet onto the mat, about hip width apart. Give the knees a little rock, side to side. Good. Coming into the center, reverse tabletop. So press through the feet, let the hips lift up. Maybe give yourself a little bit of movement here if it feels okay. Good. Let the hips come down. Reach forward between the feet toward the top of your mat. Little pulse. Good, big lift of the arms overhead. Cactus and lean back, grounded boat. Let the feet come up. Good, lift arms, feet come down, reach forward. Little pulse. And one more, leaning back, arms up. Exhale into that cactus boat. Find your breath, lift through your chest. Good, let's cross the legs. We'll bring our hands forward to kind of roll over the knees into our all fours, stepping out. Or just get there, however works for you. We're gonna take some free movement here, some nice big circles. And back the other way. Good, pressing into a child's pose. Push the mat away. Let your forehead come down. Good, let's lift our way back up and we're gonna come into down dog. Hips to the sky. Give the feet a little walk here. Good. Give yourself a full breath, just pressing the heels toward the mat. And then let's walk our way up to the hands into forward fold and just soften through the knees. Give yourself a little rock side to side and ragdoll. And give the wrists a little turn out there. And then just slowly we'll uncurl, coming up to mountain. Letting the shoulders roll back, the palms open forward. A couple long breaths. Good, I'm gonna reach left hand over toward right hip. Right hand's gonna come up long. And I'm gonna take a little dip out to the left. Keep reaching that left hand to your right side. To the center, cactus right arm. And bring it back into that fold, or that side bend. Cactus right arm, come center. And one more. Back to center. Cactus left arm. Left foot is gonna lift. One-legged mountain. Give the ankle a little turn here. Good, cross that foot over the right one. Reach tall with the arm. Coming down for a fold. Cross leg fold. Feel that bit of deeper stretch in the outside of that right leg. Good, lift up, take a breath in, step the feet apart, exhale, forward fold, and we're taking our vinyasa. Inhale, half up, exhaling down, step or hop back to plank, lower down. Little lift into cobra. Down dog. Press the heels toward the mat. Feel that stretch move down the back of the body. Middle finger to hips. Hips to heels. Good. Looking forward, step or hop up. Releasing into your fold. And a slow roll up. Taking a breath there in mountain. Good. Let's reach across, right hand to left hip. Left arm reaching up and over, side bend. Bring it back into cactus. Squeeze that shoulder blade back. And then side bend again. Into the center. Cactus, right arm cactus as well. Right knee coming up, one-legged mountain. Little turn in that ankle. Perfect. Step the feet down, reaching up. Forward fold. Vinyasa, halfway lift. Down and back. Coming down. Take a lift. Down dog. And a couple full breaths there, pressing heels toward the mat. Good. Let's lift our right leg up, three-legged dog. We're going to flex the foot, bring that heel toward the ceiling. Toes turning face down as much as they can. Good. Step up, foot between your hands. A little rock and runner's lunge, loosening up that hip. Good. Now the back foot's going to come down parallel to the back of the mat. Right arm up to your thigh. Open the left arm to open your chest. Side angle. Now I'm going to take this top hand and bring it onto my back with my palm facing out. So top of your hand is on the back. Now keep pressing the chest open so the shoulder points up toward the ceiling. You can turn your gaze that way as well. Beautiful. Keep the left hand where it is. We're going to lift off the leg and straighten that front leg. Right arm comes straight as well. I'm going to take a little lean back in a reverse triangle. Keep the upper body as it is and bend that right knee again. Reverse warrior. Perfect job. We're going to straighten the leg again. So I have my hand on my back. I'm going to bring that right hand down and just interlock my fingers. Move the hands to the center of your back. Okay, right toes turn forward. So both toes are now facing the long edge of your mat. Roll your shoulder blades together. Find that bind. Let the chest open. And then coming forward for a little fold here with the bind. Hands can lift off the back if that feels good in the shoulders. Or just keep drawing shoulder blades toward each other to feel that stretch. Good, hands relax to the back. We're gonna uncurl to stand. And then move both hands toward the left hip. So feel a nice big stretch in that right shoulder. Left toes turn to face the top or the short edge of the mat. And then left hand lets go. So you should be on the other side now. We have left leg forward, right hand on the back. Bend that left knee, reverse warrior. Upper body stays as it is, straighten the leg, reverse triangle. Good, moving to center, bend the knee again. Let your forearm come down to that left thigh. And then press away through the arm to help open up your right shoulder. Your gaze is coming toward the ceiling as well. Right hand is still connected to the back for the moment. Last breath there. Good. Let go of the right arm. Let it just stretch overhead. Side angle pose. Maybe sink a little more into that left knee if you have more space. Good. Bring the hands down to the mat around that foot and tuck your back toes. Runner's lunge with a little rock there. Stepping all the way back out into down dog. And we'll bring the knees down. You can bring them down wide if you like. Big toes come together. And we're going to sink back into child's pose, or wide like child. Just breathe it out here. Good, and I feel my forearms and my palms flat to the mat. I'm going to leave them like that and just come up onto the elbows there. And walk the forearms right in so the elbows are right under your shoulders. Open the toes, fold them under, and then lift the hips up, coming to your dolphin. You have the hips piked, you're on your forearms. Chin toward chest, so you're looking back between the feet. If this feels good, you have a little more space to go. You can walk the feet toward your body. And we're gonna feel a little more weight coming to the forearms. Breathe it out there. Good, then step it the other way, all the way toward the back of your mat, finding a forearm plank. Hold there a moment. And then let it go to the mat. Belly comes down, my chest stays up. And I just feel this lovely stretch in the low back. Taking a little Sphinx cat-cow. So we're gonna round through the upper back, let the belly lift away from the mat. Press into the mat through the forearms, chin comes to the chest. And then releasing the other way to our cow. We're gonna let the chest come forward. I'm gonna like slide my arms as if I was trying to slide myself up on the mat. They don't actually move, we're just creating some activity in the muscle there. Good, and then release, push the mat away. Let your back round, chin to chest. Come back the other way like you're sliding the mat toward you and you're opening your chest and your chin. Good, let's take one more, curve the back. And come the other way, sway the back. Good, relax the back. And let's slide the hands in next to the chest. Lifting up onto the knees. Press the hips back toward the heels. One more child's pose. Good, we'll lift up to all fours. And I'm going to take my right leg long behind me and a little press through the toes here. Good, lift the leg, find a little balance there. And then cross the leg out to the left, let the toes curl under. Little crunch in the left side, look back at that foot. Feel the right side stretching long. Okay, come back to the middle. We're gonna take that leg out beside us now, toes point forward. And the right arm is gonna lift up. Give that wrist a little turn. And then like you were gonna take thread the needle. So we're gonna take the arm through under the left. And then we're gonna reach back out. Bring it through. And reach. One more. And reach. Keep the arm lifting. We're going to slide that leg back in line with the other. And find a lift in your gate pose now. So the body is opening up to the side. Leg is lifting. If it feels all right, we're going to bend the knee and reach back to take the ankle or maybe the foot. Draw it in toward your glute, really opening through that quad. Finding our balance there. Good, hand and knee come down. Left leg's gonna stretch. Little press through that heel. Lift the leg. Cross over to the right. Toes are tucked under. And I'll take a little crunch to look back at those toes. Nice big stretch in the hip and the left side. Let's step the foot through. We're going to bring it out beside us, toes pointing forward. And left arm coming up. Give that wrist a little turn. And then threading through like you're taking thread the needle. Reach under the right arm and lift back up. Good, now we're gonna keep reaching up. We're gonna slide that left leg in line with the other. Lift the leg off the mat, gate pose. Trying to bring it up parallel to your hip. Find balance there. And then you can bend that left knee, reach for the foot or maybe the ankle. Draw the heel toward the glute. So we're trying not to lift the foot away, but in toward the glute. Okay, let's let it go. Bringing hands and knees to the mat. Give yourself a little cat-cow here. Tuck the toes and take it to down dog. Coming up to the hand, forward fold. And slow roll up. Good. Let's pick the left knee up. Right arm's going to lift. Left arm into cactus. Good. Draw right arm into cactus. And the left arm lifts tall. Trying to keep our balance as we reach for that ankle or the foot. And draw the knee down to point toward the mat. Heel in toward the glute. Good. Send that foot to the back of the mat. Bring it down flat. Lifting up. And we'll just interlock the fingers. Press the palms to the ceiling. Little back bend. Good. Bring it forward. Hands to the mat. Chest can sink onto that thigh. And then just step the feet back together into fold. And rolling up. Good. Right knee lifts. Reach the arms up. Draw the left arm to cactus. Reach the right fingertips to the ceiling. Right arm cactus. Pull the shoulder blades together. Left fingertips to the ceiling. Reach tall as you can. Back into cactus. Right hand reaches for that ankle or foot, and I bring the heel toward my glute. Good. Take your time with it. Take a breath. Good. Step the foot to the back of the mat. Left knee is bent. I'm going to reach up, interlock fingers, and press to the ceiling. Then little back bend, just slight. Hands to the mat. Chest and belly just sinks into that thigh for a moment. Good. This time stepping back. So we're going to tuck the toes, step back. Last down dog. Let the head fall. Give the head a little shake. Give it a nod, yes. Loosen that neck up. And then bring yourself down to the knees. We're going to come into seated. Great. Legs come straight in front of us. We'll take one more little staff pose, but we're going to take it a little different this time. So we're going to press backs of the legs down to the mat. Sit up tall over the hips, and then reach your hands behind you, kind of tenting up the fingertips. Then you're just going to push away through the fingertips and kind of hinge forward from the hips. So see the back stays really, really straight. And you can feel it deepen in the thighs. Then maybe walk the fingertips a tiny bit closer to you and press in again, keeping that long spine. Now keep the long spine as you reach the hands onto the legs. And keep hinging forward from the hips like you did before to walk the hands down as far as feels good for your stretch here. So the chest is staying quite upright. Good. Now release into your fold. Let the back be soft. And just let it all go. Good. Let's lay back. Stepping the feet onto the mat. Let the hands open up here. And we'll give the knees a little rock side to side. What an opening for the side body and the low back today. We'll just give ourselves some little twists here to help release those areas. So let the feet come together and just rock the knees off to the left side of your mat. Let the right shoulder keep trying to stay down. Move the arms into cactus, so palms facing up, elbows bent. In our twisted root pose. Then we'll just take this a tiny bit deeper by extending that top leg, letting the foot reach for the mat or the floor beside you. Keep trying to bring that right shoulder to the ground. And let's bend that knee back in. And we'll bring the legs toward the center. Feet are together. We're just going to rock them now off to the right. Shoulder blades pressing toward the mat. And if it feels good to take it deeper, extend your left leg out, letting that hip lift a little more, but keep pressing the left shoulder toward the mat. Good, and then moving back into the center. Let the arms and the legs just come out long. Let the eyes close. And take a couple breaths just sinking into the mat. Now notice the flow of your breath. And we're just going to take 10 breaths, giving our full awareness there. With each breath, you can keep the focus by thinking, I breathe in, I breathe out. Now let's let the breath start to get a bit deeper. Give a big sigh through the mouth. Inhaling some fresh energy for your day. Exhaling any stagnant energy, worry, or stress from yesterday. And then just let your arms and legs start to stretch. Let them reach out long. Give the knees a hug to the chest one more time with a rock. And then just when you're ready, making your way back to seated. Bring hands to the heart. And thank yourself for showing up this morning for your practice. Just working on a bit of connection and movement for your day. And thank you so much for being here. Namaste. Thanks so much, guys.
Thank you.
Bye. Have a good day.
And you and everybody. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.